Hi, I'm Ray Guyman. I'm Vice President of Product Design and Development for Playmates Toys. I've been involved with the company for more than 12 years. And we had the opportunity recently to work directly with Nickelodeon on the third launch of Turtles. This will be my second launch, as I was around for the first, end of the first and the beginning of the second, and now the third one. With Nickelodeon, we're working closely with the studio. Here's some examples of a product that was designed from the studio. This is Metalhead. Metalhead is one of the figures that Don built. He's a robot, and the initial concept sketches are designed by Ciro Neely from Nickelodeon. What's really nice about these drawings is they were conceptual, but they give you a lot of information that we found very useful as far as conceptualizing it as a toy. The difference between a figure and an actual toy is the play value, I think. I mean, they all need to look good, work well, stay together, but the really cool thing is the functional aspect and the fun of a toy. So, going through this whole lineup here, you can see the different elements that were in the script, which we also read, and to see the visual payoff here is important. From this particular element on this particular figure, we took those elements and we kind of broke them down into how we were going to build this figure. So we have to determine the size of the figure. So we take as much reference information as we have available, which is a front view, side view, because at the same time the studio is actually building these for animation. And as soon as we get the animation reference, we can cross-reference it to what we have, but we can't always wait for that. So we take this initial concept information, lay it out on paper. We either work with a local sculptor or we move to a off-site sculptor. This particular one was with Steve Varner. He has, as you know, has done many turtle products. This is actually a production package, but basically this size was been determined by our packaging department, and we know we have limitations to depth, width, and height of the package. That's all taken into consideration at the same time the actual product is being sculpted. Over experience and time, we realized that we should sculpt more at 104%, because 104% allows for shrinkage to be 100% of the final package and product size. Digital files are created. These digital files are able to be output into hard models. This is a hard model output from this digital file that was primed. This material is a SLA part, so it's a hard casted epoxy material, which is laser hardened. It allows for articulation and joint fit and bendability. It's used to determine costing, size, and fit. This figure eventually gets turned into a paint master. This paint master represents, as you look back at the studio reference here, you will start seeing, we're trying to capture as much of this element as possible, but adding some features. Finger flick missiles, interchangeable hands, turning heads, and things that were really interesting for children. This casting is sent to our production facilities in offshore in China, where it's actually made into a steel mold. Once the steel molds are made, there's basically 4 production type runs for it to test the initial part fit, size, adjustment, any safety issues, any flashing issues, anything that has to be changed. It's a process that continues on, and they send us the first samples, or we travel there. I travel to Asia quite a bit and work directly with the factories. We make sure we deal with our QA issues with quality assurances so that the figure will actually stand and fit into the package. After this is done, we send our final looks like sample back to the licensor, and we start production. So that was basically a short history of how a particular basic figure is designed and made. And we look forward to working more on turtles.